New Yorkers are getting priced out of what it comes to rent. The median rent in Manhattan hit a record high in May, $4,000. That's the highest price ever reported by the brokerage Douglas Elliman. And that number is up 25% from May of last year. Now, the rise in rent is being attributed to a post-pandemic boom and high mortgage rates, and it could only get worse.
And tonight, as CBS 2's Dick Brennan shows us, tenants are making their voices heard and demanding a break from even more increases.
For these demonstrators marching in the streets of Bushwick, Brooklyn, the rent is too damn high. Protesters say they can barely get by as rents soar citywide.
It's just ridiculous. Everybody is not rich.
Brenda Lott of Brownsville says she was homeless for a time.
Not because I could not pay the rent, but I couldn't afford it.
Rafael Casiano fears he's going to be forced out of Washington Heights.
Because of gentrification, a lot of the Latinos in the community are being pushed further north, either to the Bronx or to New Jersey or other states.
The Rent Guidelines Board is holding hearings on its proposal to raise rents for a one-year lease, 2 to 4%, and a two-year lease, 4 to 6%.
If these rent increases go through, how much more eviction cases will be filed by Christmas time?
But this comes as the median rent in Manhattan has now hit $4,000.
The same thing that tenants are feeling, we as small property owners are feeling as well.
Jan Lee's family has owned 2 buildings in Chinatown since the 1920s with 100% rent-stabilized units.
For a whole 3 generations of my family, tenants have been discussing their hardships across the kitchen table with my family.
But he says it's very tough for property owners to keep up with rising costs.
Fantastic increases in fuel costs and insurance and water prices and Con Edison prices for electricity. The roof still needs to be repaired. The facade of the building still needs to be repaired.
Lee says both tenants and property owners have to find solutions, because if they don't, both sides will be forced out. On the West Side, Dick Brennan, CBS 2 News.